In order to play Scrap It, you need to obtain between 2 and 8 peace-loving, groovy people ages 4 and up. Unfortunately for today, this group will have to do. Fellow babies, it's time to turn off your boob tube, berms, and rubber out of Dullsville and join us for a real neato time. 10 cards are dealt face down to each player. Less cards can be used if a shorter game is desired. The remaining cards are placed face down in the middle to be used as a psychedelic draw pile. One card is flipped over and placed face up next to the draw pile to begin the discard pile. Without looking at the faces of the cards, each player arranges these cards in 2 rows of 5 cards. Each player needs to get a vibe for and mentally assign a sequential number from left to right and top to bottom to each spot. The first card represents number 1, second number 2, and so forth. Player to the left of the dealer begins. Each player will choose if she wants to use her flower power to take the unknown card on the top of the draw pile or the face-up card on top of the discard pile. When the drawn card matches the spot a face-down card is in, for instance a number 4 in the 4th spot, the player replaces the face-down card in front of him with the new card and leaves it face up. If the card that was originally in that spot fits into another space in her fab formation, she may replace the corresponding card with that card, leaving it face up. This continues until the player can no longer use the most recently flipped card. The player, realizing it's not time for a rap session, then discards and his turn is over. The player to his left takes the next turn. If a player draws an out-of-sight wild card, she may place it wherever she wants in her formation and then go ape. A lose this turn card signifies that the greaser dude who draws the card discards it and doesn't get to play that turn. Don't call the fuzz when steel cards, which pretty much give you a 5-finger discount, are used to take any card. The player who draws a steel card can take any card face up or face down in another player's formation and put it in any place in their own formation. This is heavy. The steel card is left face up in the other formation. When a player with a face up steel card in their formation attains the card which belongs in that place in her formation, she may take any other card from another player and leave the steel card in its place. The only time steel cards cannot be used is when a player has completed his formation, having all the cards in front of himself face up in a numerical order. When a player's cards are face up and in numerical order, she is in the groove and wins the hand. It is essential she doesn't hot dog it in the other players' faces. All other players get 1 additional turn to try to get all of their cards in numerical order. After this turn, each player may flip over any cards that are face down. All of the other players whose numerical sequence is completed also win the hand. If by chance the flip of a card in the correct position completes the numerical order of his formation, don't freak out, but she also wins the hand. Don't sweat it when it is time to start a new hand. If a player gets all of the cards in the previous round in numerical order, he starts the next hand with 1 less card than the previous round. If a formation is not completed, the player must repeat starting with that same number in each hand until he has successfully completed that round. Hopefully, he won't wig out. Winning the game, when the first player has only been dealt 1 card and replaces that card with a face-up number 1 or a wild card, that bad ankle biter wins the game. Time to rock out, beautiful people. It's been my pleasure to lay the skinny on you. Be there or be square.